My students, I welcome you all once again for the online class of economics. Today we will be continuing the second chapter, that is the IED, Indian Economy 1950-1990. As I already said, small scale industries. I will continue. The meaning of small scale industry is very clear, student. The industry which is having a lower budget or lower investment for the machineries as well as for running of the business, it is known as small scale industry. Now we will learn more thing about the small scale industry and the progress of small scale industry. Before that, I will be explaining the small scale industry where the backbone of our country. Now also there are the backbone, because as you know, every person cannot start up the business with a large scale industry, large investment. So maximum population is like that, they can continue with the small medium scale industry only, the small scale industry. So that is a good, that maximum of our country industry are small scale industries. So maximum income also is earned from the small scale industries only. So let us see the small scale industry, student. The investment limit for small scale industries and ancillary units is rupees 1 crore. However, to facilitate technology upgradation and enhance competitiveness, the investment limit in plant and machinery has raised from 1 crore to 5 crore in respect of 69 items reserved for manufacture in the small scale sector and for all items in the drugs and pharmaceutical sector. So this is the basic knowledge which industry is considered as a small scale industry, that those industry which is having a limit for small scale industry and ancillary unit of rupees 1 crore can be considered as small scale industry. And when there are small scale industry, they will be getting various benefits in the tax rates and many things from the government. Main motive of the government is to improve and to motivate the small scale industries. Role of small scale industries are as follows. Small scale industries have found their economic rationale in the Mahalanobis model, which forms the theoretical basis of India's second and subsequent 5-year plan. It focuses on the development of highly capital intensive large scale industry, large scale basic and heavy industry. It underlines the development of SSI units, which we will be going to see now. One by one. Role of SSI and cottage industries is clear from the following doubts, from the following points there. Very first is labor intensive. Yes, students, the small scale industry is totally dependent on manual work, so there is no choice. They are mainly doing the labor intensive technique, means manually they are making the work to be more. So SSI units are labor intensive in character, that is they require more units of labor and the best suited for solving the problems of unemployment. Next is self-employment, student. SSI provide opportunities for self-employment, because here as we are doing the work to be done by manually, so many people are needed for doing the work. So here it's the job opportunities more, as well as small scale industry can be started with a minimum capital. So because of that, it is a self-employment opportunity for many people. Less capital intensive technique, student. Yes, it is a less capital intensive technique, because here machineries are very less used, 1 and 2, because the investment is not so good, high. So this is another role of SSI unit. SSI are less capital intensive, that is they require relatively smaller capital to produce a commodity. In a country like India where capital is scarce, SSI is best suited to bring about industrial development. Next is import light. When we talk about import light, students, small scale industries are import light, that is low import intensity in the capital structure of small scale industry, reduces the need for foreign capital. Export promotion, student. When we talk about export promotion, small scale industries are import light, that is low import intensity in the capital structure of small scale industry, reduces the need for foreign capital. It will help us to produce the things in our own country. By the help of small scale industry, it import less goods from the outer side country, because it is not having so much budget that they can import from outer side country. Instead of that, they can produce in their own country the things which is needed for their growth as well as country's growth. So there is low import intensity capacity for the capital structure of a small scale industry. Whatever thing they are earning, it is within our country itself, because they are not importing anything from outer side country. Export promotion, student. I think it is clear. Export promotion, when we say, small scale industries offer vast opportunity for export promotion, because here quality products are produced by the small scale industry, which is the demand of foreign countries. So So these goods are demanded in foreign countries, in advanced countries. Because of that, small scale industries plays a very vital role in the promotion of export quality goods. Equal distribution of income. Small scale industries can serve more even distribution of income and wealth as compared to large scale industries. Distribution of income is done equally because here the opportunities are more for the middle income group and poor income group to get the job and to make their earning and to make their survival with this small scale industry survival. And this will balance the income. Decentralization of industries today. Small scale industry bring about decentralization of industries and thus promote the objective of regional development. Seeds, beds are for large scale industries. Small scale industry provide all the essential raw materials to the large scale industry which are needed for their development. Sustaining agricultural development. The development of small scale industries will divert labor from agricultural industry to industries which will bring about a more desirable occupational structure and will relieve agriculture from pressure of population. Small scale industry with their development they can encourage the agriculture improvement in our country. Whatever requirement is there of the small scale industry, it is fulfilled by the agricultural industries. They purchase the raw material of their own country and they convert it into finished goods in such a way, quality product that people demanded. So it is making betterment of their as well as agricultural industry. So agricultural development is also based on the small scale industry. They can bring about agricultural development through promotion of agro-based industry like agricultural machinery repairs, as I already said. So this is the small scale industry student, a short introduction about the small scale industry and the role played by the small scale industry. Very important role in my words, if I will be saying, it is having a very important role because basically in our country, if we will be counting the rich industries or the heavy industry, it is in numbers 10, 20. But small scale industry, it is unlimited. We cannot count the number. So we can say the maximum income of our country or the economic development of our country is just because a gift of small scale industry after the agricultural occupation. Performance and contribution of small scale industries when we say. See here student, these are the foreign performance and contribution of small scale industry. They have recorded tremendous progress during the last 50 years. The performance and contribution of small scale industry in Indian economy is clear from the following points. They have captivated a dominant position in manufacturing sophisticated means such a delicate machine which is the demand of the nation. Okay, so that is made by the small scale industry. Employment offered by a small scale industry have also shown a tremendous rise. As I already said, labor intensive their investment is less, but they employed number of people, they give more opportunity to number of peoples. Small scale industries supply large amount of producer, consumer and complementary goods. They help increasing the standard of living of the people and improving the quality of life. Goods include paper, ready-made garments, etc. Small scale industries and cottage industries produce articles of craft and art which protect the rich heritage of India. This quality of goods which is produced in small scale industry demand in all over the country, in all outer side country. So that is a good role because not only they are playing a very vital role in their own development, but they are helping in the development of our nation, and they are also giving importance to our culture. Small scale industries have contributed about 35% to direct export from the country. So you can see what is the importance of small scale industry in our country. Very good thing is their small scale industry which is maintaining the cultural heritage of our country, balancing the society, helping the society by helping themselves. That is a good point about small scale industries. Problems are there, shortcomings of small scale industry, definitely there are various problems of small scale industry. The very first problem is the finance itself, difficulty of finance. Small entrepreneurs are poor and heavily indebted. They find it difficult to get cheap credit facilities. They are forced to borrow money from money lenders and traders who charge a very high rate of interest and purchase finished goods and from small scale industries at a lower rate. Shortage of raw material. When we talk student, problems of shortage of raw material continues to plague small scale industries. Entrepreneurs have limited access to quality raw materials. There are either ignorant or source of supply or lack the necessary finance. So they obtain the raw material from money lenders, traders and commission agents who supply them at high prices. These adversely affect amount of production, quality of product, and cost of production. In short, if I will be saying shortage of raw material to this industry just because finance capacity is very less, people hesitate to help this industry and provide them credit to get the raw materials. So that is the basic second problem of the small scale industry. After finance, raw materials they are not getting as per the capacity. They want to get the raw material which is not easily available to them. Okay. Next is difficulty of marketing. After the goods is produced, this is the second problem of them. Marketing is become very difficult because small scale industry they are not able to promote the goods in such a way it can get known in the market. Since methods of production of small scale industries remains static, fixed, goods do not get ready market. There are problems of insufficient holding capacity, inadequate market intelligence, and competition from large scale efficient units. Outdated machines and equipments. Definitely small scale industry is not able to frequently change the technology and the machinery which they are having because of the first problem, that is the finance. They are not having so much finance that they can update themselves time to time with the new changes. They just go on with the outdated machine till the time they can survive. It is only through improved tools and scientific method that entrepreneurs can hope to produce artistic good of quality. Technological obsolescence means outdated is high in small scale industries. Method of production used are old and inefficient. They result in low productivity, poor quality of product, and high cost. The producer for want to information know very little more about modern technology which have revolutionized production in small units in advanced countries. In advanced countries, just because they are having good finance, they just modulate themselves, they just change themselves with the new changes, and that helps to increase their productivity. But what happened to our country's small scale industry? They don't change. They do use the outdated machinery, which is increasing their cost. How they are increasing their cost? Because these things after production, it might be sold, it might not be sold. Why there are such a type of wastage of money is there in production, such a type of goods which is not demand in the market. Next is underutilized export potential. The export potentials of small scale industries have largely remained untapped because of the absence of any program of modernization and integrated program of assistance. So these underutilized export potentials will again give them a loss. The potentiality of small scale industry have largely remained untapped. Why there are untapped, student? Because raw material problem I said. They are not having enough finance that they can purchase the raw material according to their capacity of production. Some of the time they are producing less goods because they are not having enough finance to purchase the raw material and to update themselves with the new technology. That remains making the small scale industry to be untapped because of the absence of any program of modernization and integrated programs of assistance. Bureaucratic hurdles. The law and procedure relating to small scale industries are complex. They need to be simplified. Otherwise, it is creating a problems or hurdles in the way of small scale industry development. Inadequate dispersal. Most of small scale industry remain confined to a few states. Of all registered small scale industrial units, over 1/3 of them are in the states of West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. So there is inadequate dispersal in the small scale industries. The most of small scale industries remain confined to a few states only. Of all registered small scale industry units, 1/3 of them remain in the states of West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Competition from large scale industries. Small scale industries face tough competition from large scale industries. Large scale industries are organized on modern lines. They use latest production technology and have access to many other facilities. The small producers find it difficult to compete and cannot stand up against the large scale industry in the market. So that is the competition from large scale industry, student. They face very tough competition from large scale industries. Large scale industries are organized on modern lines which use latest production technology. Other problems of small scale industries and cottage industries relate to the lack of modern technical know-how, access to latest resource, lack of education, lack of efficient methods of production, absence of standardization facilities, etc. Due to all these problems, cottage and small scale industries have a crippled progress. Though that was the small scale industries and the problems of small scale industries. Competition from large scale industry, if I want to explain in some another words, competition from large scale industry, they don't want the small scale industry to come up because if they will be growing up, they will be getting surplus profit, then they can also come into a position of large scale industry when their finance will increase just because of profit. So that type of thinking of large scale industry makes many time problem for the small scale industry. They don't make the raw material easily available to the small scale industry. They do not help the small scale industry to grow up with the modernization, and many other problems are created by the scale industry for the way of development of small scale industry. Foreign trade student. When we talk about foreign trade policy refers to complete framework of law, regulations and international agreement adopted by the government to affect the quantity and value of a nation's exports and import. Example include tariffs, import and export quotas, import and export subsidies. So that is a foreign trade student. Trade policy refers to complete framework of law, regulations and international agreement related to the trade which is done from one country to another country, that is refers to foreign trade. So all the policy, all the strategy which will be coming in this international trade will be coming in foreign trade. Like tariff policies, there, taxation, how much export duty, import duty will be there, how much the fixation of export duty will be there on some of the countries and other countries, that all are decided. In simple words, it is a complete framework of law, regulations and international agreement of the government which makes trade to be done from one country to another country, and which will help also to maintain the peace between the countries. Pre-1991 trade policy is there. From the beginning of the planning era, India adopted an inward-looking development strategy also known as import substitution strategy. Import substitution, again in the last of the chapter, I want to explain you once again. Import substitution means, students, if we are not able to purchase the expensive machinery which is need for us, we can do one thing, we can produce that import goods in our own country. Not exactly, but somehow 90% can do the same work as it is that foreign companies machines are doing. So that machines, if we are producing and we are making a substitute, it is known as import substitution. In that way, we will not be dependent on foreign country. We will be mostly producing our goods in our own country, especially machinery itself. This strategy relied heavily on building up domestic production capacity and providing domestic producers a wide and assured market protected from external competition by very high tariff walls. In other words, India's trade policy was designed to be highly regulatory and restrictive in nature from the very beginning of the planning era. As the program of industrialization started in the second plan, the foreign trade policy was made very restrictive. Only import of essential capital goods, machineries, equipments, components, spare parts and technical know-how was allowed. Import of all inessential items was strictly restricted. It means if they want, this only can be imported, other things cannot be imported from foreign countries. If they want, they can produce in their own country or they can be dependent on the industries of their own country. So import of essential consumer goods was allowed from time to time in order to meet their scarcity. Next is, has the country developed its industries needed spare parts, raw materials and other things for maintaining themselves? As a result, the import were allowed, but they with certain conditions. After devaluation in 1996, imports were partially liberalized, means freedom from license. In order to encourage industries to export a bigger portion of their output, they were allowed to import machinery and other essential imports so as to improve the quality of their product. Moreover, import of fertilizers, pesticides, etc. on a large scale was allowed since these were necessary for the growth of agricultural sector, which has adopted the Green Revolution program. So this was the import substitution, student. As a result of the policy, we started producing many items in our own country. We stopped the dependency of our country on the foreign country. In 70s, again the policy of liberalization was carried forward. In 80s, special arrangement to promote exports growth were made, like many export promotion schemes, duty drawback scheme. If duty is paid and it is free from duty, you will get the money refund. Cash compensatory scheme, market development assistance, etc. were started, which aimed at providing concessions to exporters. Next is import substituting industrialization, student, which I will be going to explain in the next class, so that I will complete the full chapter in the next class. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.